Oscar nominations are out. It's an exciting day for moviegoers. First initial thoughts, this is probably the least surprised I've been with nominations of this sort. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think overall, seeing these nominations, things went according to plan. If you were to ask me what I predicted would have been nominated, I think I could have guessed the majority of these categories. We're going to talk about it. I definitely have some hot takes, what I thought got snubbed, what I think is going to win. I'm going to give you my picks of what I want to win and what I predict will actually win. But first, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please do. It helps out so much to know people like you are watching. So go ahead, give this video a like, subscribe for more content like this, and just comment below what so far has been your biggest snub of these Oscar nominations. For the majority of this video, I'm going to be talking about a lot of the bigger categories, not necessarily sound design or editing or short documentary, long documentary. I'm just going to get to what you came here. Let's talk about acting, directing, best picture, the big one. Out of the movies that are nominated for Best Picture, overall, I'm pretty pleased with this list. Now, there's a big lack of uncut gems in these entire nominations, and I'll get to my rant on that in a moment. But overall, these are pretty typical when it comes to nomination. It is kind of odd to me that there's only 9 that are nominated. It just seems like a weird number, like they could have just nominated 10. Honestly, I'd be mostly okay with any of these winning. I'm not a huge fan of seeing Joker take it. I will say that's probably my least favorite to win this. If I had to pick, I would probably give this to Parasite or Jojo Rabbit. However, I think 1917 is a shoo-in to win this. While on the topic of 1917, I also think it's going to take away cinematography, sound design. It wasn't nominated for editing, which surprises me, but it's tied with 10 nominations for being the second most nominated movie here. So I do think it's going to sweep a lot of the technical awards as well as walk away with Best Picture and maybe Best Director. I am so upset that there are not female directors nominated here. So cue female director rant now. Now the default argument here is that if a female director is really worth being nominated, she would have been nominated. And sure, I don't think this is just a complete sexist thing, like they're not nominating females because they're female. However, I do think that there are so many females that did deserve to be nominated. Greta Gerwig, fantastic director. Lulu Wang, The Farewell was amazing. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood by Mariel Heller, I didn't love, but like really that movie was well directed. I think you could have easily put a female director in here. Problem is, I think for the majority of these directors, they're kind of what we've seen before, which isn't, again, a huge issue. I don't know who you would replace from here, but I just think that there could have been much more directors that were deserving of these spots. I really, really hope Bong Joon-ho takes it for Parasite, but again, like I said with the Best Picture, I think Sam Mendes is a shoo-in for 1917. Now, at this point, you're probably asking, okay, what about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? What about The Irishman? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood we'll get to, but I do think The Irishman's going to be pretty snubbed here because I think the Oscars are still kind of hesitant about Netflix winning all these awards, and we kind of saw that issue with Roma last year. I think that The Irishman is going to win any award. It probably will be for Best Director, but again, Sam Mendes, I think there's no way he's not winning this. Best Actress in a Leading Role, again, with The Farewell, Awkwafina was totally snubbed in this. She won a Golden Globe for this role. How is she not even nominated? Other than that, I'm pretty okay with this. It's amazing that Scarlett Johansson is nominated for this and Supporting Actress as well, which we'll get to. Charlize Theron was good. Saoirse Ronan was also incredible. I haven't seen Harriet and I haven't seen Judy. But Renee Zellweger did win the Golden Globe as well for this role, so I think she's a shoo-in to win the Oscar here, which I don't know how I feel because I haven't seen this movie, and I don't know if anyone else has even seen this movie. Like, comment below, have you seen this movie? Is she deserving of this? I can't say she isn't. I'm going to be a little disappointed if she wins, and I haven't yet seen this movie. So while we're talking Best Actress in a Leading Role, let's talk about Supporting Actress in a Supporting Role. Scarlett Johansson nominated for Best Leading Actress and Supporting Actress. Incredible, for 2 different movies as well. So her role in Jojo Rabbit clearly was inspiring to so many people. I don't think she's going to win it, though. Margot Robbie was fine. Kathy Bates, I haven't seen Richard Jewell. I want Florence Pugh to win it so bad, though. I said it in my Little Women review. She is just incredible talent. She's been great in so many things this year. Honestly, if it wasn't for this role, I think she also probably could have gotten nominated for Best Leading Actress for her role in Midsommar. So I want her to win so bad. However, I do think Laura Dern is probably going to take this. What can I say? People love Marriage Story. It's a great movie to showcase your acting ability, and all the actors and actresses in this movie did so. And the fact that she won a Golden Globe, again, I think it's a shoo-in. She's probably going to take this home. Actor in a leading role. Leonardo DiCaprio was nominated, even though he wasn't for the Golden Globes. That's pretty crazy. Antonio Banderas. Haven't seen Pain and Glory. Jonathan Pryce was good in The Two Popes. I just not confident The Two Popes is going to do a lot here. What I would love to see is Adam Driver win for Marriage Story. I thought he was fantastic in that role. I do think Joaquin Phoenix is going to take this home for Joker, though, which I'm kind of mixed about. I did enjoy his performance in Joker. I think his performance was the best part of Joker. I'm just a little worried that we're going to reach this point where you playing Joker is just going to be an automatic nomination and win for an Oscar. Okay, rant time. How is Adam Sandler not nominated for Best Leading Actor? My goodness, his role in Uncut Gems was incredible. In fact, this whole movie, Uncut Gems, was just robbed from every single category. I'm just shocked. And maybe it's just because there was so much buzz around him, like he might be nominated, but it just never really happened. So it could have just been me getting my hopes up, and it was never an actual possibility, but it seemed like this was going to happen. Otherwise, Best Actor in Supporting Role, I think Brad Pitt's a shoo-in. I would be okay if Tom Hanks won, because I thought his role was really good as Mr. Rogers, but I do think because Brad Pitt is on such a roll, winning Golden Globes, all sorts of awards, he's probably going to win. And again, The Irishman and Two Popes, I think, is going to be pretty snubbed. Other categories, Best Animated Feature, Missing Link won the Golden Globe, and I'm still completely shocked by that. I'm going to say it's going to win, just because I don't think Toy Story 4 or the third How to Train Your Dragon were enough to win this year for DreamWorks or Disney. So Missing Link, underdog, take it home. Best International Feature Film, Parasite, not even going to go off on that. Best Original Screenplay, I do think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's going to take this home. I would love to see Knives Out, though. Rian Johnson deserves this award. That was such an original screenplay, but critics love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hollywood loves Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think the Academy loves Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Best Adapted Screenplay, I think Little Women would be awesome to see here. I think Joker might win this one. I would also be great with Jojo Rabbit, though. I don't know how many awards Joker's going to win. It's the most nominated movie with 11 nominations, which is crazy to me. Like, again, it's a fine movie. I know some people love it. Some people really hate it. I think it's really good. But, like, that's the movie of 2019 we're picking to be the most nominated. It's just crazy. Other ones, I don't really know. Best Original Song, Into the Unknown. It's gotta be, right? Best Visual Effects, I'm excited to see Avengers Endgame there, so hopefully they take it home. Beyond that, I mean, yeah, Best Cinematography, Production Design, it's all there. So that's about it, I think. Initial Oscar reactions. Again, I think overall this was a very predictable nomination year. If you paid attention to the Critics' Choice or the Golden Globes at all, you probably saw a lot of these nominations coming. Again, I think my three biggest snubs would be Awkwafina, Adam Sandler, and Greta Gerwig. Besides that, I would be pretty much okay with anyone winning or losing here. There are going to be some upsets, I'm sure, and things I don't see coming, but for the most part, I'm okay with these nominations. So again, comment below, what did you like about these nominations? What do you think was the biggest snub? Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you next time.